think I'm probably live. It took forever. It says I'm live, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume I'm live. Mike Williams here with Creative Studios. I'm gonna try to go live a couple times a week. We've been kind of gone for a minute, and so last week, maybe like a couple days ago, I did a video about how much equipment do you actually need to go live with the equipment you had, and I'm also talked about taking the equipment that's available to you and trying to just get your content online. Right now, I just picked up a camera for a client. Picked up the Lumix GX85. I have mostly all Lumix cameras. That's me. I run Panasonic almost exclusively, and so that is what I use to stream. But Canons are good options. Sonys are great options as well. It just depends on what your budget is, and also depends on how much equipment you already have for. If you're not a photographer like myself, but if you do have a ton of other options as far as let's say you're a videographer or something like that, you may have some other equipment at the studio. And so I think that getting this camera right here, it's a Lumix GX85. It's not a real big camera. I mean, compared to, I have a G8 here, and I have a G7. Also have a couple G5s. So those are bigger cameras. This is a really small camera. Hold on real quick. My video capture device froze. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I bumped the video capture device. So, but the Lumix GX85 is actually a fairly small device, and I can show you my screen real quick. As you can see right here, it's right here on Amazon for $7.99 right here. Now this package actually comes with a whole lot of extra stuff, so you may not need all that stuff, but it's a fairly small camera. You would just need to buy a dummy battery. We ordered one for like $25. Mine came with a 12-32 lens and a 45-150, which is a zoom lens. Other options you have are a 14-42, which is pretty standard, and this is a 12-60. So it's a micro four thirds, so you can also put a prime lens on there if you wanted to. Now, I'm always recommending that individuals who are trying to get camera equipment, that they look at their long-term usage and that they try to determine exactly what their goal is for streaming and go with that. I think this is a great camera to start with. Now, even looking at the $8.99 price, we bought ours on OfferUp for about $400. This is a quality right here. I'm running through an inexpensive capture card right here that I got from Amazon. Let me see. One of these. Order these on Amazon. That runs you about $20, and I'm running through just a generic sound card to input my microphone. So for what I would call, $500 investment, you can get this quality. There's some banding in the video I see. That could be because I don't have enough lighting. That could also be because my ISO and my shutter speed are not actually set up correctly. One thing about this camera, it does not have a pop-out screen, so you will have to connect to the device with your phone and make some adjustments there, or have somebody else in studio set these adjustments up for you. I think the quality is really clear, and actually, if I just reach over to the camera real quick, let me see if I turn a couple buttons, what'll happen here. So they do not have, oh, there we go. All right, so the ISO's, that shutter speed's already all the way up. It looks like it's 3.5. I don't have a way of adjusting the ISO. Let me try to adjust the ISO. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. That's all the way up. Let me go with. Let me get out of that. Let me hit the Q button. Where's the Q button on here? So I can just the autofocus is right there. Let me do this. F-stop is 3.5. Okay. Then we'll go back to shutter speed. Shutter speed should be actually, wow. Okay, so that should be right there at 60. Because I'm shooting at 1080. I'm shooting at 1080/30. So let me go here. Somebody call it real quick. Let me see. Shutter speed. F-stop. I'm going to go at 3.5. And then my ISO I'm going to drop down to about, call it 1600. Let me see if that looks any better. Okay. Looks like I got rid of some of the banding there. It's a little brighter now, so maybe you can. Now this looks a lot better for a live stream camera. So, man, I think this is solid, at least in my opinion. 425 is what we pay for, about 450. Let me see what this would go for if they have any on OfferUp. I don't see any on OfferUp. And actually, let me pick shipping as well. Lumix GX85. Yeah, these are going for about less than 500, at least in my city. I don't know how they're going for in your city. Also, maybe even check Facebook Marketplace to see if that camera will work for you. So this is what it came with. Mine came with 3 batteries. Also, actually came with 2 batteries, a charger, 2 lenses, 45-150 and the 1232, I believe, which is actually a really small lens. In comparison to the G7, it's a little smaller. So this is my G7, and I have, like I said, a GH4 and 2 GH5s. This is the smallest camera. We're shipping this out to a client in North Carolina pretty soon here, and experiencing a little bit of shutter. Here we go. Hold on, let me see something here real quick. I'm experimenting with my live streaming because I want to get better, but I want to get better on using it on my laptop. Let me see here. Yeah, it looks like a pretty solid investment. So it's a Lumix G85. I would definitely look at getting a dummy battery so you can stream longer. For those of you who like to do live long streaming, and also maybe look at possibly getting maybe a more prime lens. You don't necessarily need a fixed width lens because these are kind of heavy, but definitely something like a 1260. The big boy lens is a 1235. That's a wonderful lens, f2.8. But if you just pick up a GX85 with the standard package that they have on Amazon, you can pick one up for, like I said, $799. In this price range between this G7, GH4, Canon M50 is a good one, and Sony A6300, actually Sony A6000. Any one of those cameras will do for live streaming. As I stated before, this is a Canon HF R80, which we used for a long time. It's about $200. You can get that online too as well. So I like the quality. I like the color profiles. I really love the color profiles of Lumix cameras. They work really well. And I think that this is a good investment. You can find one online, get one. If you have a good camera now and want a second angle, I think this would be a great addition to have a second angle with this type of quality. And that's my review for today. I'm going to do some short reviews here and every now and then just to give you guys some pointers on what I think would be a great software or great additions to your live streaming channel. And when I get some new piece of equipment in here at the studio, I will let you know. Excuse the do-rag. I got my hair done by my wife, so I have to keep it looking nice for the next project we're working on. So the next project we're working on is going to be nice. It's going to be, I think, a great addition to the company. So thank you guys for your support, and you guys have a great